that's the one channel the foot guy always comments on.
Oh,
like,
no.
That's us.
Not anymore.
That's horrendous.
Dude. All right, guys. Welcome back to Speaking Sporadically, the podcast. This is episode
94?
94. If we posted before the robotics one,
I think so.
it will be. So, dude, we're actually going to make it, I think.
Yeah, we should be able to. If we keep doing this trend, we're on this number of pods per day.
And also, me and Isaiah were talking about completely doing it. Last night, we were talking about, if you remember, doing half-hour segments, like, and maybe just posting 2 a week or something instead of doing full hour-long segments once a week. Because I feel like half-hour segments breaks it down easier. It's easier to, like, listen to, I feel like. Because people don't want to sit down and listen to, like, an hour-long thing.
I mean, some
feel like
people
get bored.
I mean, that's the point of the podcast. Like, sometimes I would rather have, like, long things that I just...
Well, we'd still have the hour.
Well,
It's just split into two different episodes.
It would be the same time, I guess. But...
People are more likely to click on it if they think like they can get they don't have to.
We'll see. We'll see how
won't
these
miss
30-minute one performs. You know, if these like perform really well,
Yeah.
it'd be a really good idea to continue.
Transition.
Because it's the same time commitment for us. We show up, we do like 2 or 3, and maybe if that's even better. But
yeah, I mean, I was talking to my mom about it
it's either way.
Them being shorter, and I'm like, you can just like pause them and then unpause them when you want to keep listening to it. People just like to click it and do it one sitting, you know.
I think
it's
like once you're in, then you have that mentality. But before you click on it, then you're thinking about that time.
Hour
commitment.
long, yeah.
You're thinking about the time commitment. But
something I do want to start looking into is actually finding a way to fix the 30-minute break. It would be nice if we did have an ability to
just keep going.
Full 90 minutes,
yeah,
without a break. So something we'll look into. Subscribe, press the like button, comment anything you enjoy, and follow us on our Instas.
We just
follow Devin's Insta too. It's been lit lately.
Yep.
Just been going.
I've been going ham.
Absolutely crazy. Let me rotate 1 second. There we go.
It's Speaking Sporadically. Whatever you search, you should find it. It's our logo.
We low-key dominate the industry nowadays, so...
Yeah.
Besides speaking Spanish.
Yeah. That's still
that.
tough. When I type in, I'm like, I wonder how many clicks it takes us for our pod to pop up. And like, if I delete my recent history, because obviously it's
gonna pop up right away.
But I type in speaking, and I type in S, and it's just speaking Spanish. I'm like,
Then
I type in the P,
and
it's still speaking. No, it's still speaking Spanish. I'm like,
Oh yeah. SPO. Because I did that yesterday when I was at working carryout. I was watching one of our episodes. And I have to sit there, and that TV out there is so hard, and I guess now too.
Yeah.
To like actually like get the thing to work or like connect. So I'm sitting there trying to type. I'm like, I have to type almost this entire thing out. Then I got to SPO, and it finally just popped up. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, it was kind of a misstep in our initial thought process, because like we're never gonna be able to beat out speaking Spanish. Like that's gonna be tough.
One day.
Like obviously we're not very big
now,
now,
than there are
but
Spanish speakers.
If we kill every Spanish-speaking person,
because like almost everybody.
That is also a viable solution, I suppose.
The best removal is player.
Yeah. That was a good MTG joke. Sucks is probably no one else got that.
Yeah. And just us 4 right here.
Dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah, we're never going to be out speaking Spanish, though. Because, like, everyone has gone through that phase where, like, you know what? I think I want to learn Spanish. I didn't really, because I took Spanish in high school, so that was my phase. But I know for a fact almost everybody...
Isaiah currently in that phase, but with French.
I was going to say, a lot of people are just... They get an urge to be like, you know what? I want to learn
I was on the
language.
grind at 3:15 this morning.
I know. Like, Isaiah,
He
shut
attacked
up.
me. He attacked
I know I
me.
did. You guys would not go to bed last night. It was insane. You and Evan Luthman.
I was in the middle of a lesson, and all of a sudden, I didn't see it coming. It was dark. So he just, like a bear, dude. It was crazy. And I didn't know what to do, so I just yelled the only thing in my head.
Something Spanish.
Sweet Isaiah. Over and over.
I was on the couch and he's laying on the floor doing his Spanish. I'm like, Isaiah, you say one more, or you're French. If you say one more word of French, I swear. And he starts going in. He says one word and then I'm like, that's it. I get up and run over there.
And then, so where you went to go finally sleep, well, after you brutally attacked me, when you went to go down to sleep, Evan called out something about the cat, and I happened to know what the cat is in Spanish, or in French. So I called out. I actually know what it is in Spanish, too. El
You're
gato.
bilingual?
Yeah.
He's
El gato.
trilingual.
And un chat in French. The cat.
So how much French do you actually know?
I can greet people and I can tell them. I can ask how they are. I can tell somebody how my day is. I can say my name. I can ask a few basic questions.
And just for backstory, Isaiah's learning French just to raise up a girl. So
Yeah.
That is not true. That is not true. I was just reminded
Well, it's low key. It's like a
How-
riz up the friend to get.
how
It's a riz up the gal to get the friend type of deal. So it's not a direct riz, but
I was reminded how much I liked learning French. Okay, and so I picked it back up, and I was like, I don't know. I found that I was still pretty good at it, so I kept going. That's the only thing. And now my sister's learning it too, so now I have like a good like
it does help a lot when you have someone
incentive to keep doing it. And she's beating me, by the way. Like she's better. Little sister. Nice job.
Shout out to her.
that's awesome.
Shouts out.
That's cool though.
She just wanted. Oh, wait, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've been stepping up the guitar. If we're talking about different skills we're doing lately, I've been stepping up the guitar. Did I talk about how I learned to do drop D on the pod?
I have not.
So there's the standard tune on the guitar, which is E A D G B E,
Mhm.
and you remember that by eat a damn good breakfast every day. Learned that from Owen. He's
Every
been on the
good
pod.
boy does fine. What's that one? I forget
That's
what that's
just a
for.
staff.
Is that just the
That's-
staff?
Yeah.
And the middle is what? Face or something?
Yeah.
I remember that from chorus. I don't
Yeah.
remember
That's
that.
just the musical staff.
Yeah, but it's eat a damn good breakfast every day. Owen's been on here. He told me that, and then he also taught me how to do drop D. Drop D is D A D G B E. So the only difference is that top string instead of an E is a D, which is dropped down a whole step. A lot of songs. I wish if I had my guitar, I could like give a little example, but
We've been
it'd
saying,
be
we've been
weird.
saying to bring your guitar
It'd be weird.
on.
It'd be a weird setup and it'd be a lot to bring out. But so basically, it's a very common, very metal type tuning, rock tuning. It makes power chords a lot easier to play. But the way I do that is you match the pitch to the other D string.
Mm.
So I sit there and I hit the top string and I hit the other D string, the one that's the E A D, that third string. I hit that and then I tune it until it matches. And you don't have to be good. You can hear it when it like matches because it'll slowly get wavy and then it'll match and you could tell like, oh wow, those are just same note but different octaves. And so he told me to do that. And I've been practicing it a lot lately, and it's really cool now that I can just, and then like you can hear it in the
drop.
speaker. You can hear the tune drop, and then it gets wavy
Those
when
things
it's a
are
little
cool.
out of tune. Then the waves slowly go away, and then it's a real nice low sounding. And then you can do the reverse to go back to standard tuning, where the bottom string, that E, the E A D G B E, the highest string, the other E, you hit that, and then you match the top string with that string, and then you tune it back up. So it's real cool because I like know a few songs on drop D that I'm learning. The middle's a fun one. That one's drop D, real easy too if you're getting into guitar
I like that song.
and you're doing drop D.
By Jimmy
That's
Eats
pretty good.
Worlds.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jimmy Eat World, but
Yeah.
and then
Gotta add
Jimmy
the
the Eater of Worlds.
You gotta add the S for flavor.
Aldwin the World Eater.
Skyrim. Oh no.
Sorry.
Does he know who that is?
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Have you? I guess that's basically all I was gonna say on guitar. I've been playing a lot of those, and it's cool going to standard to drop D. It's really cool. But yeah, have you been playing Skyrim, bro?
Yeah, I beat it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was gonna say I was about to
You
rip
beat
you
it?
because you stopped
I'm
my
like
game.
I'm like level 87.
Doesn't Skyrim take
That is
forever?
you are
Yeah.
not, dude.
I have
Dang it, bro,
the
I
one
thought-
world where I'm like
You
the
could have
best
said
at.
level
Takes
32
forever.
and I would have believed you.
Yeah.
Beating it.
I'm
Yeah.
already like 19 though. I guess they're probably progressive levels.
Well, I told you the first time I played Skyrim, I did the main quest the whole time, and I beat it at like level 16, which is
Yeah.
like way under what you're supposed to. So the battles were grindy.
Yeah.
I would sit there for like an hour trying to beat the one boss because I would go get a couple swings in, and then it would hit me once. I'd go down to
Yeah.
a minuscule. I'd have to run away, heal, come back. So it was super grindy. But yeah, I think my best account, because I've restarted a few times. I think my best account, I'm at like 47, which is pretty high.
I've done a mage one.
I don't
where-
think that account exists anymore, dog.
What do you mean? Yeah, it does.
No, it's the disc that has the game, but the console.
Yeah,
the station.
files.
Yeah, it's
So that's
It doesn't.
that's
burn
different than the games I'm
information to the
used to.
CD.
yeah. It stays with the console.
What have you done, like cool skill wise, Trey?
I used to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the guitar when I was younger. That's about it. I feel like everyone knows how to do it because you just sit there with like the strings at the end and you're like, twinkle, twinkle. That's it.
So you know,
That's baller.
That was actually hard. I remember learning that at the beginning.
Wait, that was hard?
Yeah, I played it on one string.
Oh, you played it on one string. I'm pretty sure I changed. This was so long ago, dude. It could not have been hard if I was a little kid that could do it.
I guess.
So I think we did different stuff.
I remember trying to learn it. No, I think I played it on like the bottom 3 strings, and like I had to actually go up the fretboard to different strings, and it was like actually hard to memorize. Like,
I don't think I did that. I'm pretty sure I just did the strings. I didn't even have to tune it. Or I loved just tuning it because we had one of those. They even call it the ones that like here's the pitch and it'll say what tune you're at. And those are just fun to play with. Just sit there and just strum something. It'll tell you what it is right away. Those are fancy. No, I never got in the guitar.
Have you been doing anything lately?
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah, it's about lately. You're like,
lately.
when I was a kid.
He was talking about guitars earlier. Lately. Not really. Just going to school, I guess. Can't say we've done anything too exciting. So not really.
Gotta learn a skill, bro.
Working on that Billy
skill.
Carrington
Learn how to like raise goats.
Raise goats.
Yeah, why not?
show goats.
Can you even do that in past like high school? I mean, I guess, yeah, obviously.
It's probably not as easy.
Yeah.
It's probably like more like professional. Like you're showing them at big
Yeah.
auctions to sell your goats.
Yeah, it'd be an auction.
Yeah. It wouldn't just be fair. It'd be like a real auction. But yeah, how they show goats is actually kind of cool because, like, what you have to do is you have to take the goat and it presses its head and like neck into your stomach to like flex its back. Then you like pretty much pull, like push, like try to flip its head onto its back, right? And you're like pushing, and it's flexing all of its back muscles, and then it's like hamstrings in its legs. Some goats are just shredded.
That's whack.
How do you know that?
I think just
watch
showing
a tutorial
animals
on
in
it.
general is just like I've never understood it. Like I've seen like videos or clips and like the stuff they do is like
I get it from like a consumer perspective.
I feel like I get too
But that's
attached.
the only way
if
I get
was a goat or something like from birth. I feel like I get too attached.
That's
It's almost
true,
like a
too.
pet.
yeah.
Then you just sell it.
Yeah.
then it's just gone.
It's like, come on, perform your best so I can sell you today.
Yeah, especially when they're like doing it for muscles, because muscle, tone isn't very good to eat.
There's some disease or it's like some genetic thing where animals make a lot more muscle than they usually do.
Yeah,
So they're
hypertrophy.
shredded. Yeah, that thing. I've seen like goats and like cows and stuff, and they are shredded.
It's super common in cats, actually. That's the most common animal.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever seen a beefy cat?
Yeah, I guess I have. 'cause
Cat
I've seen
that
a
you-
picture of that.
Like
one of
cats
those
that look
cats-
like pit bulls.
Like, is that a dog? Oh, that's a cat, dude.
The cat could take me down in a second.
I've seen some crazy breeds of dogs
Yeah, they're
that are just
shredded.
absolutely
Just like
tanks.
like units.
Yeah,
Yes.
pure muscle.
Those dogs that run around with a 25-pound dumbbell in their mouth.
Yeah.
Training.
A dog sitting up on top of a roof with a brick in its mouth. You ever seen that? Oh, so there was a dog somewhere that it would like wait for passersbys, and it had a brick in its mouth. It'd carry the brick up,
That's messed up.
and it would just. I don't think it hit anybody because people were just laughing about it. So it never hit anybody, but it would literally go. That's the one.
Dude, this dog's a menace.
Me and that
And
dog
then-
would have beef.
And then he'd go and just get another brick, and then he just. That's the one. Imagine having the jaw strength to just hold a brick in your mouth. That's like a superpower, bro. Like I don't even if you're a dog or anything, unless you got a lion, I guess. Or what is the strongest jaw in the world?
I think
Hippo.
Oh, yeah, hippo.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought it was a gator.
Hippo's gotta.
Pretty
No,
sure
it's
it's
a
hippo.
It's got to be
It's
a
a
hippo,
hippo.
bro.
Hmm.
They said hippos can just
Like,
bite your femurs in
Like
half.
PSI wise.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PSI.
I might look it up. I feel like it's gators. I know for a fact gators' strength to open their mouth is weak. Like
Yeah,
two
yeah,
fingers
that's
and
true.
you could hold their mouth closed.
Yeah.
But the down force is insane.
I did
They
not
might
know
be
that.
like the fastest.
While he looks
No,
up,
no,
I guess-
no. It's that's not bite force though. There's a shrimp. What's that shrimp called?
Pistol shrimp, mantis shrimp.
No, it might be.
Krill shrimp,
popcorn shrimp.
fried shrimp.
It's not a mantis.
Dude, popcorn
Gumbo
shrimp sounds so
shrimp.
It
good.
might be a
Gumbo.
mantis. It might be.
I know there's some bug
Butter
that probably has a
shrimp.
better like mass to force ratio, but I think the hippo is like the strongest technically. It's so
yeah.
big.
Have you guys
There's
ever
some
thought
insect that
how
does
weird
it.
it is that like toy
Yeah, it's-
hippos are always purple?
Hungry hippos.
It is the mantis shrimp. It has the most powerful
Hungry,
punch in the
hungry.
world.
Those are different colors. Those are all
Yeah, those are all
different
different colors.
That's like the colors of the microphones right now. That's like this is the Hungry Hippos
Random
line.
colors.
They're like
What were you
isn't
saying,
that
Dolph?
weird?
That the mantis shrimp packs the strongest punch of any creature in the animal kingdom.
You said that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Bite.
I told you.
No, it's I think it just like its arms, like it. You haven't seen
what?
videos of this?
Wait, what?
This thing charges up and it rockets. It's like
It destroys, dude.
claws at
Wait,
light
how big is
speed.
this thing?
Dude, it's pretty too.
like normal shrimp size?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it like has claws and it charges up and it just.
It's a bit bigger than like a typical.
So like pound for pound,
Probably.
you know, like
Yeah,
because
yeah.
its
Yeah,
claws
'cause
are only
it's
that big, but it hits you like a truck. That's
Well,
why
it's because like you know.
I
pressure
never knew this
works,
was a
right?
thing.
Strongest
Yeah.
If you have a rock and then 1 point here, it would be psi.
Yeah.
It's so high. But if you have a rock and then a flat surface, like it's not that. So that pistol shrimp just has like so much pressure in this one little point.
Just
That is
I never knew it was a
wild.
thing.
It creates air pockets inside, like underwater. Like that's how fast it moves. Not an air pocket, but it's a vacuum, and then it collapses in on itself.
I love it when I'm right. Saltwater crocodiles are the largest of the crocodile family. They're also the animal with the most powerful bite in the world. Sorry, I read the wrong sentence. It was the one before. I don't know why they prefaced it. They're also the animal with the most powerful bite in the world.
Who's next?
I'd take a hippo in a fight, though.
I'll
A hippo
go.
would
Oh,
be that
great.
great in a fight.
No.
No, not me. Not me taking a hippo. Yeah, no.
I love.
Hippos
Okay,
are like the most dangerous
so
thing ever.
I clicked.
Ah.
It's insane.
I clicked on the website that had like the 10 strongest animal bites, and that's what showed up, like the little preview. I click on the website, it's just pictures of hippos. Troll.
Dude, hippos are stronger than you, faster than you. They can swim better
Hold
than
your
you.
breath longer
They got,
than you.
they got better shoes than you. Their ride's better, bro.
Dude, it's crazy how.
Number 10 is the grizzly bear. It's gonna take forever to load,
That
isn't
makes
it?
sense.
Spotted hyena is 9.
Well, that does make sense. They got some funky jaws.
I would
Yeah.
be scared of a hyena.
Polar bear's 8.
All right.
Gorilla 7.
Hyenas
Makes
lobster
sense.
That does make
It's
sense.
creepy.
Jaguar 6. Really? Kind of surprised by that. Hippo's 5.
Ain't no way.
Got scammed.
It's like the NBA rankings.
Then
This
you
is
got to
stuff.
remember though, although they bite down really hard, they also have huge mouths. So their PSI per square
spread
inch
out.
is
It's
This
spread
is a
out.
bite
Spread out.
force, like total, or this is PSI ratio?
I think
It's
it's just
right
bite
here.
force, right?
I'm not sure.
What is this?
I'll scroll back to the top.
Or just strongest?
They just trap all these
really
animals and just piss them off, and then just so they can bite
Strongest.
down as hard as they could, just to figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, Daryl. I know you just got bit by a gorilla, but we're gonna do it again. Tell us
We're like-
if
They tested-
this hurt more or less than the other one.
They tested the same way they test like bee stings and all
yeah, I was
that.
going to say, yeah, the one guy that
Yeah.
made the
The-
entire list.
Oh, what was his name?
Yeah, that man is a legend.
Something Pain Index.
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah, it's
but
the guy's like actual name pain index.
he's a unit.
I can look
though.
it up.
I think it starts with an S, like Stows or something.
We've talked about it before on the pod.
It's
Like, why do that?
awesome. Now we know.
We know, I
Yeah,
guess.
they are ranking it by the pounds per square inch. So,
Okay,
it goes-
okay.
so
So
the
it's not
size,
so big.
the size of your mouth takes.
well, that's got to be the highest
into
force
account.
because think about how big its mouth is.
Well,
Total force. Think
yeah.
about how big its
Let me
mouth
see
is.
if it's-
It's on
force.
PSI.
I got you.
So the hippo.
That's some bias rankings
It's
over
the
there.
Schmidt pain index for stings.
It did start with an S.
Schmidt.
Pain Index.
I don't
So
remember that.
Hayden
getting-
went to work,
He
bro.
went to-
But imagine getting stung or bit by like the second most painful insect in the world, and then be like,
All right, we got to go to the next one.
I barely survived that. Like I needed 3 trips to the hospital and 18. What's like an insane amount of adrenaline to put in the system?
Like
That.
raw adrenaline. Like
Just
1
like-
gram of adrenaline
Like you need
in your
it in
system.
your heart. Like
Yeah, like 1 gram would be like the most your heart could probably take.
yeah, so like I needed like 1 gram, 4 grams over the course of like a 3-month period, just additional in my system.
Then we got to go to the next one.
Next up,
Next up, hey.
and then he's like, I rank 6.
Well, the thing is, like his pain
I
tolerance had to grow. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
ones he ranked high at the back half of his LO expedition, those are probably dirty.
And I think we might have talked about this, but he did it the same way as you do earthquakes.
yeah.
So it's like a 1 or a 2 is like 10 times as worse as a 1.
One,
So
yeah.
to get to a 10, dude, like that sting has to be like killing your like lineage, like down the line. Your bloodline is just gone. Like
What was number one, Devin?
Your
Was it the
ancestors feel bad.
crocodile?
So hippopotamus, remember the weight, ranging in a weight between 3,000 to 8,000 pounds.
All right.
But so they generated 1,800 of psi. So 3,000 to 8,000. So the American alligator's 4. The Nile. It's all gonna be crocodiles. The last four, or so the Nile crocodile
I wanna see
is
a bird in
third.
It's a little biased.
I think that's like. I think they're looking at Jaws.
Saltwater crocodile is 2. Wasn't that 1?
I don't know. What was one?
I thought it was saltwater.
Let's look at what 1 is, bro.
Just check one.
It's laggy, but I know. I'm scrolling. It's not loading too. It's one of those weird ones that has ads all over it.
Oh,
those are
yeah.
gross.
Wait, great white shark, number 1.
What?
That is actually a huge surprise to me.
This is probably one of those lists people didn't do any research for, and they're just like,
All right.
all right, I'll stop that.
Well, here's where it says this:
Some
the
elementary
way we
school
measure
project.
the way we measure the bite force of a great white shark is not as accurate as the methods used in the crocodile study, so it's more difficult to come up with necessary data.
How do they?
So why are they
how they?
so
what?
I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip that. The saltwater
I think-
croc, because that's when I searched. When I searched it up, that's what popped up.
I think the dude that they had to like test all the
It was either, like-
he just died on the on the shark, dude. He just died on it, so he's like, yeah, that's got to be it.
That's got to be the one.
He survived all the others, so
How do they test? How do they like just trap it and just put like a device in its mouth to see how fast or how much force?
They just put in a little human leg in there and see what it does to it.
it's called the
How
femur
fast
test.
how fast does your arm get ripped off there? All right, that's got to be higher than the last one.
It's gotta be higher. Dude, animals are wacky. Let's see.
Hold on, I got a few things. So first off, it doesn't say just a straight weight from the crocodile, but it said a T-Rex. Okay, so the PSI
And how do they know what the PSI
of this croc
Jaw
is, yeah, they
Oh,
Teeth
okay.
size. Yeah.
the PSI is 3,700 of the saltwater crocodile. It said the T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Come on, load. Look, I'm just scrolling into like nothing.
I see words, bro.
Then, oh, there it is. See, it
Hold
just
on.
pops in.
Just had to believe.
So the T-Rex is estimated to have an 8,000 PSI bite,
Jesus.
but the Megalodon was projected at 40,000.
Oh my.
Saltwater crocs at 3,700. Megalodon 40,000.
Dude, I am so glad we did not live back when all those animals existed. Like, not even dinosaurs, like all the giant, like, insects. Why was everything so big back then?
Those megafauna? It's because
There's
there was
higher
more
oxygen
higher
levels
oxygen
in the
levels.
air.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The trees were huge, more oxygen output, and then so all the things just had more access to it.
And there's actually some belief that cells were just larger in general back then as well.
So what was the range for the hippopotamus? 3,000, 8,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the great white shark is 4,000 to 7,000. So it's really the same range. It's just
Smaller.
smaller. So like their average in the middle is like technically the same. Because, 3,008, 4 to 7.
I'd
So
take a
I guess
hippo.
the hippo is the same as a great white shark. Or it's pretty
I don't
close.
know who
at
made that
least,
list, but that's a terrible
I
list.
bet a hippo could take a great white shark.
I mean, it is different because they're measuring PSI. So,
Yeah.
like, would I rather have my arm inside of a croc or a hippo?
Neither.
Probably a croc. Because a croc's only going to destroy this 6 inches, you
And-
know?
'cause
But a
the-
hippo is going to destroy, even though it may be less forceful, is going to destroy my whole arm because it has such a big, wider mouth. So,
I know a guy that bit a whole like fist-sized jawbreaker in half with his teeth, like a brand new one. Honestly, I think I might take him overall. I'm thinking about it.
I mean, I think I'll take myself from eating the gumballs that owls out of that machine. Those things are stale.
Those rocks.
They'll form
They're
a
literally
jawline
rocks.
like in a day.
Like, if you want to get a nice jawline, you sit there and just chew those all day.
Don't get those like weird like jaw exercise. House gumballs. Just go to any gumball machine at this point because it's 2023. Who's restocking those?
it's true.
Because all the posters and stuff on it's from like before we were born.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What time are we?
I hope they found him.
We got like 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool stuff, actually. But during the break, I'll show you guys a video of the mantis shrimp.
Oh, they're awesome.
I'm actually
They look
interested
really
in this.
pretty. Like people
We can-
keep
we
them
can
as
put it
pets,
up.
too.
Yeah.
You can like insert a video into this.
Let's react to it. Put it real time. Who's editing this?
I guess we could. I'm not sure. Depends. Because this is the 4th one we got to do, so.
I hear you.
Yeah, we maybe could.
Put it
We'll
up.
just tell them to go look it up on their own.
You're so lazy, bro.
Yeah.
You're
I
just so lazy.
I think it'd be better to go watch an hour documentary about mantis shrimps, and then
I love watching documentaries. Sorry.
He has a way of watching
Here's
documentaries.
literally watching a documentary right now.
Jesus.
Documentary and chill, baby.
No, one interesting thing is they'll have when they have like wolves on for commercials and they want to get like a good growl out of the wolf and whatnot. They'll pretty much show it like a big hunk of meat and it will start snarling and it will get hungry and they'll get their one take and then like the trainer of the wolf will just have to be like, all right, everybody leave. Like we can't stay around this thing for 5 more minutes and not feed it or it's going to start going ham and
something
attacking us,
that's
no matter how
kind of
trained it is.
something that's kind of cool. That's on more like the opposite but same spectrum. Dogs, who are very close relatives of the wolf. The dogs in movies are so well trained they do not bark. So if you see a bark in a movie, that is it just mouthing it, and then they put a sound over it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I watched this video. I think it was it was like a little behind the scenes of Marley and Me, or maybe the art of racing in the rain. I think it was called. You guys know that movie?
So they just train the
Yeah.
dog to like just open its mouth
Yeah,
at times,
like-
and they can
yeah.
get like the perfect like.
Yeah,
bark.
like they
that fits the scene.
they train it in like every way, and it is so obedient. It's an absolute genius dog, and they do all this stuff, and then they train it to like only open its mouth or act like it's barking. But it's so because like they don't want it barking on set, so they
Yeah.
like always train it like you cannot bark, you cannot bark. So it's so ingrained that they don't bark; they'll just mouth it, and then they do effects, and they put a barking noise over it.
Dude, that's insane.
Have you guys seen videos of like deaf dogs barking?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, it's a treat. Because they don't know what a bark sounds like, dude. So they'll just go like, bark!
Yeah, they can't bark
They
right.
don't know what it sounds like, so they'll make any noise. Like you have no idea a dog can make that noise. But they'll just like, or some of them just open their mouth because they don't know the difference. Like they see other dogs do it, but they can't hear anything. So let's go.
The sound box.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
That's
so.
what's up.
I thought my dog was smart because when it's like wet outside, like today, he has to like we have to go dry him off in like our laundry room. So he's trying to come in the same door as me. I'm always just like, go around, immediately just run right to that door and wait. And like I don't even close the door in there anymore. Like he'll just go straight into like the laundry room. Don't even close the door. He'll just sit there. Sometimes he'll get excited and just try to. I'm like, Rudy, get back here right
So
now.
cute.
And he'll come back right away, wipe his little feet off, and he'll get going.
So cute.
I know.
Dogs are just awesome in general, bro. They're just smart.
Man's
Yeah,
best
they're
friend.
smart.
They just live to like serve, you know? Like a dog is happy when he's doing work. I don't know. I just think it's cool. You know,
That is
it's like-
awesome. Like border collies and stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what kind of dog do you want? I'm guessing you're gonna get a dog when you're older. What
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
dog are you gonna get?
Dude, I could talk about like a whole segment. Maybe we'll save it for the next pod, or we can talk about our dream dogs and stuff. Because I can talk about mine for a while.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of dog, I think I'd probably get a alpaca.
Alpaca.
If I could. Big
Emo.
one.
Dude.
Something that spits on things. Just
I went to a pet store last week, but a bird. I would love to get a bird.
one
Just
that
like a
talks,
bird.
dude.
I don't know. My
talking.
dad had a bird. And he said it was the best pet he ever had.
What?
Yeah. They're just I don't know. He like could teach him to do tricks and stuff, and you could like whistle and just come straight and just land on his
The-
finger and stuff.
I'm gonna get a hawk, dude.
The Trend twins have a bird.
the
The Trend twins, they have a pet bird.
Trent twins.
They're too big.
They live pretty close to you.
Yeah, they live like.
Oh, their last name's Trend.
No, that's just what they call themselves, the Trend twins. They're
Oh, so
fitness influencers,
Blinding me, bro.
but they have a pet bird.
That's a cool
random.
signal. That's a nice signal. On that
I'm
note,
unaffected by normal.
Yeah, you can end it.
on that note, thank y'all for listening. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Let us know if you like a shorter tidbit better, or if you don't really mind either which way.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more.
You guys are awesome.